YouTube, what's up with you guys, man? It's Grind Life Productions back at it again with another video. I hope you guys been taking care of yourselves. I hope you guys been taking care of your mindset. And most importantly, I hope you guys have been retaining your seed. Because what you guys need to understand is that a lot of people are dropping out of the game because they just don't believe that they can make it. And the reason why they don't believe that they can make it is because they don't put in the action that is required on a daily. They want everything to be handed to them, but honestly, that's never going to happen because ain't nothing in this world free. If you want something, you need to go out and get it. You don't have time to sit back and play around because nobody's going to give you that opportunity if you're not working towards it every day. In this life, it's all about the decisions that we make. That determines our future. If you make good decisions, you will be in the best position. But it's all on you at the end of the day. Originally, I was going to make this video talking about female attraction on semen retention and how it's just a big distraction, but honestly, that's not what's on my heart today. Today we need to talk about depression and how it has no power at all. Depression only has the power that you give it. Yes, I understand. Some people go through some pretty bad things, but what you also need to understand is that everybody goes through bad things at some point in life. We are all going to have a certain point in life where we go through great suffering, but only a select few of us are actually going to make it through. A lot of people won't make it through, but here's the thing: if you believe that you can make it through, then you will make it through. A lot of people don't believe that they can make it through. Why don't they believe? Because they simply don't want to. Some of these people, they have all the help, they have all the people telling them that they can do it, but they just don't believe they can do it. And the reason why, they just don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it. And what you also need to understand is that you can't force anybody in this world to do anything that they don't want to. So if somebody is dealing with depression and they don't want to get better, then they won't get better. You can't force that person to get better. You can feed them all the good content, all the content on why they should not be depressed, but that person is still going to be depressed because they want to be depressed. Do you want to know something crazy? There's people out there who are depressed and they look at depressed content to somewhat relate to the depressive state that they're in. That just solidifies my point of people wanting to be depressed. But it's not even people don't want to be depressed. Society wants people to be depressed, and that leads into people just wanting to be depressed. So honestly, what we really need to focus on is fighting back against societal norms, the norms of focusing on instant gratifications when it's all about the long term. Because if you don't focus on the long term, then what do you have? Yes, it's cool for the moment, but will it last? No, it will not. And once it leaves, you will be sad again. You will be sad again. You got a depressed person. You give them weed, they'll smoke it, they'll feel good for a little bit, but then after the highness wears off, oh, it's gone. You got a depressed person. You give them sex. They're going to be cool for the moment, but you take that person away, they they depressed again. They depressed again. That's like instant gratification right there. That's all instant gratification. But honestly, it's a in this world, the strong survive and the weak just fall. That's how it is. But you have a choice. You have a choice. Nobody is born strong. We learn how to be strong. We learn how to be strong from certain people, our parents, whoever. It's all about What do you see for yourself? What are your long-term goals? What's your bigger picture? Because a lot of us, we all have our own bigger picture that we work towards every day, and it means everything to us because we know that if we lose this certain thing, then there is no point in us living. And that is essentially our purpose. That is what people need. I believe if everybody in this life had a purpose, nobody would be depressed. Nobody would be depressed. I believe if everybody focused on long-term goals instead of instant gratification, nobody would be depressed. It's people out here who post about depression, saying that, oh, I'm depressed. And the reason why they post about depression is because they want attention. They want the attention from other people. They want to feel instantly gratified by somebody else showing them attention. That's what they want. That's what they want. Are they going to get better from that? Most likely not. Most likely not. They're just going to keep on doing the same thing so they can feed their depressive states because they just don't want to work on it. They just don't want to work on it. That's all it is. That's all it is. So if and you also need to realize that God did not install fear into us and or depression. We are supposed to be happy people. Humans are supposed to be happy naturally. We are supposed to be good-hearted naturally. There is no reason why we should be sad. I know a lot of people who've been through the worst of the worst, but they still have positive mindsets. They still have positive mindsets. Why are they so positive, you may ask? It's probably because they have something that they're working towards. They have something that they're working towards. They realize that, yeah, even though life may throw me a couple of punches, I could still roll with the punches and get to my dream, get to my goal. Because life is beautiful if you look at it as such. If you look at life in a good perspective, it will seem good. But if you look at life in a bad perspective, then it will seem bad. But it's all about your point of view. Your point of view is not like my point of view. So I may talk different, and you may not understand that. You may not understand that. You may not understand why I be so positive all the time. It's because I'm always feeding myself positivity. It's because I'm always giving out positivity. So I receive it back. In this world, you get what you put in. You get out what you put in. If I'm putting in positivity, that's all I'm going to get. And if you putting out negativity, that's all you're going to get. You think you're just going to put out all this negativity and you're going to get some positivity back? No, it don't work like that. It doesn't work that way at all. At all. So you better get that out of your head if you think that's how it is, because it's not. It's not. It's not. So you need to learn how to just, I'm not going to say just suck it up and be a man, but I'm just saying nobody cares if you're depressed. Nobody cares if you're depressed. You know how many homeless people are out on the street right now and they're depressed? You think anybody cares? Because if people cared, nobody would be homeless. Would be homeless if people cared. Some people just don't want to help themselves, and that's the truth. That's the truth. Some people just really don't want to help themselves. And sometimes there's really nothing you could do about that. Because when you do try to help these people will take advantage of you. Some of them will actually get better and grow, but some of them also will just take advantage of you and expect you to keep on spoon feeding them because they don't want to put in the work themselves. I was talking to my grandmother earlier. She was talking about when she was growing up, they had to do everything. They had wooden stoves. They had to chop wood just to cook their food, just to turn the oven on. They had to chop wood and burn it just to turn the oven on. They had to do all that. They had to get water from wells. They had to live off the land. But now it's bro, and it was and she was saying like they was poor back in the day, but now she said it's so easy to make money. It's so easy to make money, and there's so many ways to make money, and there's so many ways to be in a better position. But there's still a lot of homeless individuals. Why is this? These people don't want to help themselves. These people don't want to help themselves. Coming from a person who's been through the absolute worst. A person who been through the absolute worst still found a way. Still found a way. She said back in the day it was bad, it was poor, but they managed. They managed. And it got better eventually because they kept working towards the life that they wanted. My grandmother and her family kept working towards the life that they wanted, and they eventually got it. So it's all about how bad do you want it. Yeah, bro, life is gonna throw you some curveballs sometimes, but bro, you gotta learn how to fight back. You gotta learn how to fight back. You can't make no excuses because life is not gonna make any excuse for you. Sometimes life just happens. Sometimes it just happens and you can't complain. You can't just be out there crying in the rain saying, "Oh, why is all the bad things happening to me? Oh, why does God hate me? Oh, my life is so bad. Oh, this person's life is so good." Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. If your life is so bad, do something about it. Do something about it. Make your life better. Put in the work. Figure out a plan. Do something. You can do it if you want to. You're just choosing not to. That's why I really don't believe in depression. I believe in small cycles of tough times. But when you make it through the tough times and you actually make that comeback, it's going to be amazing because a lot of people just want to see you down. A lot of people just want to see you sad. A lot of people just they want to see you down bad. They don't want to see you winning at all. They love when you down. They love when you're not winning. They love to be on a higher level than you. They want to look down at you. That's what a lot of people want in life. But you can't give them that satisfaction. You need to fight back. You need to fight back. And if you don't want to fight back, then you're a lost cause. I'm sorry to say this. You're a lost cause if you don't want to fight back because you can always figure out a way. You can always figure out a way. If you want it bad enough, God and the universe will make a way for you. You got to put one step forward and God will carry you the rest. Trust me. Trust me. You got to believe in yourself first. You got to believe in yourself first. So it's all up to you at the end of the day. It's all up to you at the end of the day. It's your fault. Everything that happens to you, it's your fault. Don't blame it on nobody else because it's something that you could have did not to end up in that situation. A lot of people want to blame other people for things that they did. How you going to blame somebody for something that you did? You did it to yourself. How you going to get mad? How you going to get mad because your girl left you because you was always so focused on other females. You was always cheating on your girl and she leaves you and now you sad and depressed. How you going to get mad? You wasn't sad and depressed when you was talking to those other females. Bro, you understand what I'm saying? You can't get mad for things that you do to yourself. And even if you didn't do it to yourself, just count it all joy. Understand that life happens and get back to work because it's not like life is going to stop moving just because something bad happened to you. It's not. People still going to go on with their lives. And let me tell you this, when you in that casket, they're going to drop you down. They're going to drop you down into the ground. They're going to bury you and then they're going to eat afterwards. So keep that in mind. When you really dead and going in that casket, they all going to leave the cemetery. They're not going to stay there forever. They're not going to just watch you. Yeah, they may come back every now and then, but bro, trust me, as soon as you in that casket, they're going to go eat. They are going to go eat. You want to know why they're going to go eat? Because life moves on. Life goes on. Our lives are like blips in a universe. So it's all about what you make of life. If you make life a bad experience for yourself and you look at it with a bad perspective, then that's on you. You chose to do that. You chose to do that. You chose to do that. A lot of people, oh my God, a lot of people wonder why I be so positive all the time. I'm so positive all the time because I like when good things happen to me. I don't believe in a negative mindset. No matter what I'm going through, I don't believe in a negative mindset because I know that there's always a way out. So why would I be negative? For what purpose? What's the reason? There is no reason. So I'm not going to do it. But bro, I could go on and on about this. But and you notice how I didn't say anything about semen retention this whole time. I really didn't say anything. I really didn't say anything about semen retention this whole time. But semen retention can help you out of depression because you could really focus on yourself and lock in with yourself. But it's all about the decisions that you make. That's why semen retention can either make or break you. But I'm not about to keep on going into it. I pretty much just gave you guys so many gems, and it's up to you for what you do with it. And I want you guys to know, every time I record these videos, it's really my higher self talking, because sometimes I don't feel like recording the videos, but I know it got to get done. If it's on my mind, I got to knock it out. I got to knock it out. So yeah, man. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are staying focused. Hope you're not getting distracted or none of that. And I just hope you chasing after your dreams, because if you're not chasing after your goals and you chasing after validation, then you're a lost cause. Straight up. Straight up. And it's the facts. Cold hard facts. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry, because that's just how it is. Why would I be sorry for being real? Imagine. But yeah, man. It's a crazy world out here, but we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. Only some of us will win, some of us won't. But you gotta save yourself first. Before you help anybody else, make sure you help yourself. Because, you can't stop somebody else from drowning if you in that water with them and you don't got your life vest either. You can't help them put their life vest on if you don't got yours on. Y'all both gonna drown together. But yeah, man, this has been Grind Life Productions. Check out all of my social medias in the bio. Grind Life Productions on TikTok, Retention Life Production on Instagram, Grind Life Productions on Instagram. The shorts page, we going crazy everywhere. Excuse me, everywhere. But I'm about to get ready for bed because I got practice in the morning. I got to be great. I got big goals. I got big dreams that I'm chasing after, and nothing's going to stop me. So I'm going to go at it with everything that I got. All right. With that being said, yeah, that's it. That's all. So we out.